Welcome, all you tiger hunters out there looking for the latest and greatest deal. We have a new one for you today. Welcome to the Tiger Pit. Rough Rider. I haven't gotten one for a long time. Why? I haven't seen very many Rough Riders I've liked lately. Been rather disappointed, but this is a series that caught my eye, and this pattern I have lots of, but I don't have this particular secondary blade. Look at this new box. Look at how it slips out. A little bit different. What do we have here? Yes. Rough Rider Tuxedo. White micarta pocket knife. This is RR2667. It's a new series by Rough Rider. And, I'm such a case enthusiast, and I get so many of them that, like I said, this caught my eye. I wanted to check them out. I think they're about $16, $17 from Smoky Mountain Knife Works. Could have gotten them a little bit cheaper from Chicago Knife Works, but I'm not seeing any free shipping from Chicago lately, and they're charging like $15 to ship one pocket knife. And they put their weights like 1.8 pounds for one knife. I guarantee this is not even a pound. So let's check it out. I've already looked at it. This is not an unboxing. Look at how this box opens up. What is going on? You have Rough Rider R30R Tuxedo pocket knives for the 30th anniversary. Always high quality handmade pocket knives. Well, let's see if that's true. Comes in this plastic. Very interesting box. I'm glad they kind of changed it up a bit. A Tuxedo. I should have made a martini for this one. Yes. A razor trapper. Titanium coated. I don't believe it. So this is white micarta, and my camera's probably not picking up the micarta very well. It looks like it has black G10 underliners or black something underliners. Back spring looks really good. Little stepping here, no big deal. What I like about this is there's no Rough Rider stamp on the front bolster, and there's no shield. Very classy. I'm a big fan of titanium coated blades. These might be PVD coated. I will do a comparison. I was going to do this outside in the light, but I had a lot of knives I wanted to compare and didn't want to drag them all outside. So, very cool trapper. Now, when I see that razor sticking up so much, that was kind of discouraging. I'm like, how's that going to feel in the hand? Check out that razor blade. You got a long match strike pull. Half stop. Look at that black titanium coated blade. I think it's just PVD. And it's funny that these are so cheap because Case charges an arm and a leg for their PVD coated blades. You can see the Rough Rider 30th anniversary stamp there. You have a finger choil you can choke up for when you're shaving with the razor. You know. Also, one thing I don't like about this is look at where the nail nick is and the swedging. So it makes it a little difficult to grab. With this blade open, I can grab it no problem. But with this blade closed, it's in the way and you're just pushing it. And I don't really want to scratch up these blades. So I will open it with the razor open. I think they kind of messed up there. Maybe they should have just did no swedging or put the nail nick back here, but I guess that's where they put titanium. Not sure. Another stamp there, Rough Rider 30th anniversary. What a cool trapper. So like I said, let me show you what it's like with the clip point open and the razor blade closed. Let's get this out of the way. Yeah, that really sticks up there. But I actually put it in my hand and it kind of goes right into the crease of my fingers there, and it feels actually not too bad. Now, if you go like this, you kind of feel a little bit more, but if you just hold it like that, it feels pretty good. I wouldn't call this a hard use trapper because you're gonna feel that. Or if you're holding it backwards like this, it's digging into your palm. But Rough Rider has been making razor trappers for a long time, and this is the first one I'm like, I gotta get this one. Like I said, maybe $16, $17. Smoky Mountain. Blade centering. If I can get it in there. You can't see it because it's so black. There we go. Bang. Down the middle. Is that a crack? Crack. Oof. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I just noticed that. It is a crack in the white micarta. Well, I may be sending this back to Smoky Mountain Knife Works. That is very unfortunate. It's not even bone. And it's already got a crack right by the pin. The disappointment. Anyways, so I guess since I'm sending it back, I don't care if I scratch up the blades, but look at, that's how you get, that's what you got. So you go in there and you got to really kind of, to dig your nail in there, it's right there with the swedging. And I can feel it kind of rubbing on something. But you can get it out. You got 440 razor sharp steel. I love this titanium coated blades. They are very cool. In the past, I had picked up the black bone large moose with the stamp front bolster. Also titanium. Just look at that. It's like a black chrome. One of my favorites. And then you have the Texas Spay blade also in black chrome. One of my more recent case trapper purchases is this vintage bone, the black shield, and PVD coated. These were about $120. I got a serious discount. I lucked out and got it for like $84. But yeah, that's a huge price difference. Let's compare the black chrome. Looks very similar. I don't know why Case charges so much for it when Rough Rider can charge under $20 for it. You just have to have titanium on the blade. And for giggles, this is my Duke, the Tiki. And no nail nick, but you can see also like a PVD coated. And you can get these uncoated, and they are carbon steel, and they will get patina, but they usually have stuff on the blade, and then once it patinas, you can't see it, but very nice. So there's 4 PVD coated blades, and they look very, very similar. This video is just getting long. I just ramble on, compare knives. I absolutely love this trapper. Fit and finish is exquisite. And this series came and went, and I only didn't really get enough of them. I would have liked to have gotten more. So I'm really glad they released this Tuxedo series. The black chrome blades, titanium blades. with the white micarta, which I'm not seeing any detail in there. I did outside in the light, but you can see some dirt in the white micarta, so it's going to get dirty. No crack by this pin, but wow, look at that. Already, that's just unfortunate. I'm going to have to maybe exchange this for another one at Smoky Mountain Knife Works. But very cool. If you're looking for a razor trapper, it's something a little bit different than the spade blade. And I've seen people in the community modify spade blades into razors, but they are a lot, they're a lot shorter. They're not as tall, not really a true razor. I guess I could see how sharp this came. 1 second. Okay, we're back. Rough Rider out of the box. Not bad. Started kind of weird. Let's go. Pretty sharp. Definitely sharper than some of my case knives out of the box. Check the razor. Very nice. I will have another one of the series to unbox. It'll probably be up in a few days. I want to space them out. You do have a single threading to either bolster. The bolsters on these Rough Riders are smaller toward the end cap. But very cool. Something a little different. Quite unfortunate that the nail nick is under the swedging there. And then I got a new knife, and it already has a crack. Well, $17. We'll see what Smoky Mountain Knife Works can do. Thank you so much for joining me in the Tiger Pit. You all stay sharp, be kind, and take chances. Take care.